Yo, yes. Happy Thursday, guys. Yes. August 12th, 2021. Episode 102 of the Half. Yes, Halfcast 102. Let's go. Have some fun, baby. One more day. Hey. Nice. So, because we're all working on ourselves, and if anyone that that's around you tells you that they're not working on themselves, they're either ashamed or they're arrogant or they're lying. But let's keep the focus on me. So, first, about 17 years now, I haven't smoked any marijuana, right? No tobacco for about 2 years. And for you people that know me, how much I love that alcohol. Woo! It's coming up on about 2 months now, that fast. No alcohol. But I still have a ways to go because there's a war out. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. 2 for $1 honey buns at Krauser's. Oh my God. The flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. Here's how temptation comes to you. Every morning, I stop at Krauser's to get me like an Arizona, maybe some water, or for the day, I stop there. And this is how the apple. This is what happened with the apple. This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to put it in my words. Listen to this. So when I walk into Krauser, there's a shelf. First thing I see is the shelf is about 3.5 to 4 feet long, but the only thing on that top shelf is honey buns. It's 2 boxes. It's one with honey buns, and this is how the devil tempts you. It's one with honey buns, and right next to it is a box of bananas, 2 for $1. So right now you got the honey buns. They're fresh. I checked the expiration date. They're fresh. They're 2 for $1 with the icing on them and everything. Ooh, yeah. You just want to grope them. And right next to that box of honey buns is the road less traveled, right? Is the 2 for $1 banana, same price. What are you gonna choose? And I'm always like, yeah, I want that instant gratification. So yes, I goes for the 2 for $1 honey buns. I want everything in full because that's the selfishness of my addiction to the goddamn sweets. To the honey buns, I don't even know if I have a problem with sweets. It's just those, you get one and it just makes you feel good. And you say, well, I got one. Why don't I just go on ahead and get 2? So 2 for $1. Not the bananas. No, they're the boring girl that just wants to talk. Those honey buns, you get one down your gullet and you're like, ooh, yeah, feel good. Euphoria. Yes. I'm going to work on that though. See, I'm working on myself. Next is a message, because we live in a monkey see, monkey do culture. And I just wanted y'all, before anything, to listen to this shit right here and don't fall for the head fake. Just hold up. Is it playing? Are we going to listen? Are we listening to it? We're listening to it? No? Okay. No? Here we go. I had to turn the volume up. Listen to what this dumb bitch is saying. Yeah, she's a dumb bitch.
what you do for your skin? What do you do to keep your skin looking so good, girl? Well, let me tell you what I do. Once a week, this right here, this is cocaine, not crack. So y'all bitches don't be calling goddamn Bobo and them to come bring you a motherfucking rock. This is not crack. This is how do you say it? Peruvian cocaine. That's what it is. So if you don't get your shit from a man with an accent, it ain't the real shit. It got to be cocaine. You make a little paste and you put it on there. And for you young bitches, don't worry. When it up, scrape it off and you can snort it later.
Okay, there's enough of that. Enough of that, right? We gotta stop that because, yeah, that is pure. Please don't listen to that woman, ladies. You know what you do with the cocaine? You don't wear the cocaine, right? Don't wear the cocaine, and for damn sure, don't snort the cocaine. You know what you do if you're gonna do anything with an 8 ball, sell the cocaine, and then that way you can buy a pedicure, a manicure, and a facial, and you'll feel better about yourself. Please don't wear it. No, don't sell it either. Stay away from the cocaine, ladies. Stay away from the cocaine. First off, what's stupid about that is that if you put cocaine on your face, if she's and I hope on everything that she is just like she's just clickbaiting people, that she's just trolling, she's just looking for attention. I hope so. I really hope so. But it's a stupid message to put out there because we live in a stupid generation and somebody's gonna fucking try that shit. But what you want to do, you please don't put any cocaine on your skin because it'll absorb into your pores. The second half, yeah, you'll find that video. You find it for yourself and see how stupid she is. That, yeah, please don't listen to that message, people. And that's Avery. Avery loves the kids. I've done my good deed for the day. Maybe that'll cross out the sin of taking those 2 honey buns to the face. Got some stories for y'all. Uh, Florida man hides from police under mattress. Gets caught and bitten by canine. Because if it wasn't for the dog, he would have still been high, and or he probably would have been free. They wouldn't have found his ass in the first place. Good work, Florida police. A suspected thief who attempted to take refuge under a mattress was sniffed out by a sheriff's canine police dog and charged. My non-alcoholic beverage for this evening is vitamin water, and this guy's gonna hide under the goddamn mattress. That's worse than the kid that was hiding up under the house, and the cops seen him up under there, and he was telling the cops that he was asleep after the whole camera on cops just chased him under the house and watched him. Like, man, get your ass from under there. Like, oh shit, they got the picture of the dog, and yo, dogs get medals. They should give him a promotion. He just runs the whole police force. Michael Lewis, suspected of stealing a vehicle, allegedly hid under the mattress of a Florida residence in a bid to escape Hernando County Sheriff's deputies on Monday. Justice, a police dog with the Sheriff's Office Canine Unit, into they announced detected the 59-year-old suspect almost immediately. Corporal Miller began giving canine announcements at every door of the residence before sending canine justice into the room to search. Yo, them dogs will tear your ass up. They tell you don't pet it. It's not a nice dog. It only listens to one person. It only listens to me. And if I tell him to tear your ass up, he's gonna tear your ass up, and he won't stop until I tell him to stop tearing your ass up. So think it's a game if you want. You're fucking with those police dogs. They train those dogs to be vicious. Justice stuck his head under it, and a man started to yell. The suspect also sustained injuries to his face and was treated at a local hospital for injuries. They won't say dog bites, will they? Because that dog is trained to drag your ass out if it has to. Lewis was taken into custody and charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle and resisting without violence. He is currently being held at the Hernando County Detention Center on a $3,500 bond. It wasn't really worth it after all that. Know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't really worth it. Stop it. When you're caught, you're caught. How many stars do you want to run it up, man? On Grand Theft. How many stars you want to run it up to? Under the mattress is pretty much what? -1 star? You need to quit while you're behind. Quit while you're behind. Yeah. Get this piece of human excrement off my page. Yeah. I'm not getting any honey buns tomorrow when I go to Krauser's because that's part of the process is to recognize the problem, and then like, yeah, yeah, yeah. As long as you recognize the problem and you know that's a step in the right direction. The next step is to just go for the goddamn banana, Johnson. Go for the two bananas. Go for the two bananas. And it's not like I don't even like them. It's just that when you put that next to that, and I know they did it on purpose. That's like, yeah, that's destruction by design. It has to be. It has to be. If there's such a term, it's destruction by design. Because at the end of the day, you put the bananas next to the honey buns because you made the choice. That's how they placed it. You made the choice. That's why there's a McDonald's every 5 miles. There's a liquor store on every corner. You can walk past if you want, but you know what? You made a choice. What's next? Man's bank robbery foiled as staff couldn't read his handwritten note. I can't read this shit. What the hell it say? It looks like it says call the police. Oh, did you call the cops? That's what the note said. No, it said give me the money. Count the money. Count the motherfucking money. A man whose attempt to rob a bank failed because staff couldn't read his handwritten note demanding they hand over cash has been jailed. Yo, oh my God, look at this note. What does this shit say? Let me see if I, what? Don't, what? What the fuck does that shit say? Hold on. It, I don't know. I can't, tens and 20s. I see tens and 20s. Don't hand over tens and 20s. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that is horrible. That is fucking horrible. Alan Slattery, 67, of St. Leonard's in Southeast England. How are you English and you can't write English? How are you English and you can't write English? I thought somebody from like the Midwest that was an opioid enthusiast, an opioid hobbyist was was yeah. I thought it was an opioid hobbyist. Was handed they said he handed a 6 year was handed a 6 year extended sentence on July 16th after pleading guilty to robbery and 2 counts of attempted robbery. Yeah, how do you know what you're pleading to? Because if you can't write, you definitely probably can't read. They probably, according to Sussex police, Slattery entered 3 banks in the space of 2 weeks and used handwritten notes to tell the cashiers to hand over money. And they looking at the note like, what? Just tell me, okay? I can't read this shit. Just tell me what you want. But she said tens and 20s? Okay, just say tens and 20s then. Like, yeah. On March 18th, Slattery went into a nationwide building society branch in Eastbourne intending to rob it. However, the cashier he gave his note to was unable to read his instructions because of Slattery's poor handwriting. And when the cashier called him a fucking idiot, he was like, "Who's the idiot? You're the one that can't read it." Yeah. The 67-year-old then left the bank empty-handed. They probably laughed him out of the fucking bank. The note from Slattery was later deciphered by staff. They had to find a whole team of people that picked through it to find out what the hell he was talking about. Who found it, said, "Your screen won't stop what I've got. Just hand over the tens and the 20s. Think about the other customers. That's what it. Police were then called, with officers seizing the note and reviewing the bank surveillance footage. On March 26th, Slattery went to the Nationwide Building Society in St. Leonard's and again handed the cashier a threatening note. Why at this point you don't have somebody write the note for you? I would always, if that was gonna be my way to initiate a bank robbery, I would not use my own handwriting. I would have anybody just write the note for me. You don't have to be involved in a robbery. Just write the fucking note for me. On March 26th, Slattery went to the branch in St. Leonard's and again handed the cashier a threatening note. It's not very threatening if they can't fucking read it. Police said the cashier gave. What if the cashier took out a pen with a red ink pen and started editing and started editing his robbery note, and then once she got it right to figure out what the hell it meant, then she got scared and it's like, oh, okay, and handed over the money. Police say the cashier gave Slattery $2,400 in euros. I want to think that's euros, and that adds up to about $3,327 over fears about her safety. And the 67-year-old left with the money. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You put a win. You put a win on the board, Slattery. You're a literate ass. We're able to identify Slattery from the picture on his bus pass. I know you didn't get on the bus. Slattery then boarded a bus after robbing the bank. Police spoke with the bus company and were able to identify Slattery from the picture on his bus pass. Jesus Christ. You got cash in your pocket. You got cash. Why are you showing anything with your picture on it, man? This is the problem. How many times do I say that the plan to rob a bank, you get in, you get the money. That's the easiest part. It's the getaway where they fuck up at. And he fucked up the getaway. You got the money. Peel off a $10 as a matter of fact, if you know you're gonna take the bus after you rob a bank, which is stupid as hell. If you know you're gonna take the bus after you rob a bank, have $1.25 for the goddamn bus fare. Know what I mean? And at least. You're gonna give them a bus pass with your picture on it? Yeah, that's the guy. And yeah, which matched the person seen in the bank surveillance. Come on. On April 1st, police received a call from workers at a NatWest bank, and he knows who to rob. Oh, this is a different bank. In Hastings, saying that a man who handed over a note demanding money, the cashier confronted the man who left empty-handed. So you went 1 for 2. I mean, officers then attended the last known address of Slattery and found him walking in the area. What the fuck? He just walking around like they don't know he robbed the bank. He was arrested on suspicion of robbery and 2 counts of attempted robbery. Wow. I'd like to thank all the victims and witnesses, Detective Constable Jay Fair. These incidents caused fear and distress to both the employees working in the banks because somebody that can't read, what does this note mean, man? What the hell is this? What the fuck is this, man? What is this? What I don't know what this. You know what? You take this back. He could get fucking mad and start shooting at people, or is he one of them guys that got the gun in his motherfucker? Just got this in his goddamn shirt. Like, yo, don't make me do it. Think about the customer's safety, and yeah, don't make me do it. Like, yeah. This fucking guy off my page, man. It's fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. What's next? Delete. No, I don't want to read the story. That shit is funny. See, reading is fundamental. Here we go, baby. McDonald's ice cream machine company hit with restraining order. Damn right. You've been holding McDonald's hostage with that goddamn ice cream machine for years. With all the money that McDonald's make, with all the money that McDonald's makes They could have been got a company in there or got some machines or got a service that, yeah, and just escort those motherfuckers out the door. We don't need you. Your services at the corner at the Carter are no longer needed. McDonald's ice cream machine company hit with restraining order. What you need to know. The company that makes McDonald Coors McFlurry ice cream machines has received a temporary restraining order. No, at least I want to see my kids. You gotta let me in. I gotta get my stuff. No, you can't come in. Yeah, you gotta be escorted by. You gotta be escorted by a grimace. Grimace has to walk you in while you get your shit out of the. And yeah, yeah. So you don't scare the fry kids and make Ronald McDonald come in and it gets ugly. Has received a temporary restraining order after being sued by a company that created a diagnostic tool designed to repair the frequently malfunctioning machines, which I believe because they say that in order to keep the machines clean and free from bacteria and shit like that, that like every 30, 45 minutes, something like that, that they have to shut the machines down to service them and to clean them. Which, if that's the case, then like yeah, then you're at the mercy of you want to serve a product that's gonna not make people sick, right? Or you want to serve a product that's not at risk of possibly causing sickness because of bacteria. And milk products are like, yeah, I'm pretty sure in an environment that's like a lot of heat and shit, they could probably, yeah, yeah. But also at the same time, you could find a better goddamn machine that doesn't malfunction so goddamn often because you're the biggest fast food chain in the world. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, after like a year or two of having those machines break down all across the world like that, I'm already looking for another supplier. But that's just me. What the hell do I know? The McFlurry may not have achieved the same level as pop culture celebration as the perennial Big Mac. What? Big Macs are every year now? Or the March favorite Shamrock Shake? Nope. Because the ice cream machines made by the Taylor Company have a strange habit of breaking down. Yeah, and they break down. Somebody has to come out and fix them. Job security, baby. According to a report in Vice, the startup company Kitch Inc. created the Kitch solution device that could identify and fix the ice cream machines. Oh no, we don't want that. Fix it. What are we going to fix it for? This shit's not making us billions. However, Kitch complained that Taylor intentionally created a flawed code that caused the machines thus thus enabling it to have a monopoly profit on machine repairs. Yeah, yeah. Kitch filed a lawsuit against Taylor in May, claiming that Taylor made multiple attempts under fake names and email addresses to acquire Kitch solution device in order to determine how it worked. This is fucking McDowell's. This is some McDowell shit right here. Taylor acknowledged that it came to possess the tool. The lawsuit also alleged that Taylor lobbied McDonald's franchisees not to use the Kitch product, even claiming that it could lead to serious human injury. Are you kidding me? And like repeated use of cleaning a machine, any machine, repeated use of constantly servicing a machine doesn't put you at an equal chance of having something malfunction and somebody getting hurt. Yeah. What happens next? These guys did a really effective job at frightening off all our customers and investors. So we're hoping the public will support our case in the name of justice. These are fucking milkshakes we're talking about here. This goes into the same folder as the Ben and Jerry's Haagen Dazs shit. I mean, like it's fucking like it's at the end of the day, it's just a fucking milkshake. Say, I don't know. Maybe I'm offending dairy enthusiasts, said Kitch co-founder Jeremy O'Sullivan to Vice. We still have some diehard customers sticking with us, though few in comparison to what we once had before McDonald's and Taylor called our product dangerous. Well, you know what? The truth is going to come out, hopefully, being before somebody like catches a bacteria infection from, I don't know, from rancid milkshakes. Jeez, who cares? It's fucking milkshake, man. Milk product. Next up, oh yeah, here we go. A drug trafficker in prison tried to hire an undercover FBI officer as a hitman to kill an assistant U.S. attorney. It was the second time he fell for a sting operation. Ain't that some Boston George shit? Is that you root for him the first time, then after the second time, you're like, oh man, read the room. Read the room. Know when your run is done. Yeah, please. The second time, and you're gonna hire. Oh my God, how much? I want to know how much did he offer him? An undercover officer thwarted a drug trafficker's plan to kill an assistant U.S. attorney. A judge tacked on an additional 21 years. God damn. It's just like to Richard Gilbert's 11-year sentence for the failed hit. It was the second time in 2 years that Gilbert fell victim to a law enforcement sting operation. Wow. And in prison, methamphetamine and tractor. Oh, there we go. An opioid hobbyist trafficker tried to get revenge on the informant and assistant U.S. attorney that locked him up. The mistake. The hitman he tried to hire was an undercover officer in the FBI, and it wasn't the first time the drug dealer fell prey to a police sting. Wow. Richard Gilbert was sentenced in 2019 to nearly 11 years in prison for selling 5 ounces of meth to an office working for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives in Kentucky. Jesus, could you have found? You didn't even find like a low level guy. You sold to somebody. You went right to the top of the food chain. Like, yeah, while in prison, he plotted his revenge, like Sideshow Bob. Holy shit. According to the federal court filings, an informant from the prison said Gilbert spoke to him for months about his desire to kill the original informant who helped him imprison Gilbert. I'm gonna get Bud Simpson. Yeah. Oh shit. The new informant connected Gilbert once again to an undercover officer posing as a hitman who said he could help Gilbert out using a contraband cell phone set to speakerphone mode. Listen to this shit. Using a contraband cell phone to set to speakerphone. Gilbert coordinated a plan to kill the original informant and the assistant U.S. attorney on his case via the hitman. Hitman in quotes. He's a no good, dirty son of a bitch, man. They blocked it out, but I know that's what he said. Investigators said Gilbert told the fake hitman he's fucking everybody he comes into contact with. He's fucking everybody up. Gilbert ultimately agreed to pay the officer posing as a hitman $4,000 for the homicide in 2 installments. And if you get a hitman that cheap to kill a fucking officer or an informant, then either he's a horrible hitman or it's a fucking cop. It's either or. Like that's a telltale sign. That's the litmus test. That's the litmus test. When he also like, yeah, well, you could just send me half now and I'll get the other half later. Like he's your fucking buddy. No. Requested a PO box with the memo of the payment listed as investment firm. He also mapped out where the target lived to the officer down to the last security camera to avoid detection. Wow. Had that really been an official, legit hitman, he might have had a chance of pulling it off. U.S. District Judge tacked on an additional 21 years in prison to Gilbert's previous sentence on Tuesday, followed by 5 years of supervised release. Damn, he ain't coming out. Turned his 11 years into a nightmare. You gotta just, hey man, you, I don't know, like I think Boston George at some point he was like, "Yo, this is my last run, and win or lose, I know this is my last run. I'm not getting no younger." This guy got pinched and did dumb shit. At least Boston George, I guess I think he home now. Yeah, I think he home now. At least he like, man, fuck, they got me, man. He wasn't like, yeah, like, yeah. Last story. How we doing on time? 30 minutes. Yeah. Keep tight. What we got? Oh, you want to act up on me now, Fios? It's a shame the way you did. Yeah, California man loses half his savings to scammer claiming to be Bank of America. Yo, first off, like, yeah, yeah, I am. You're not gonna call me over the phone to talk bank shit with me. I mean, like, yeah, even they tell you the IRS is not gonna call you over the phone. They're not gonna call you. The bank should not be calling you to discuss money over the phone. They should not be doing that. I mean, like, yeah, they might say, "Can you come in?" I mean, they might set up a time for you to, but they're not just gonna openly discuss money on your line like that. Like, yeah, and the IRS also. Um, a California man said a scammer duped him by playing on his fear of being scammed. I fucking love it. It's so simple that it fucking works. David Barnett told San Francisco's KGO TV that he received a call from someone claiming to be a Bank of America employee, and his phone's caller ID even showed the call as coming from Bank of America. Nice. The purported bank employee told Barnett that someone across the country was trying to withdraw a large amount of money from his account, according to the report. My thought was my money is going to scare him. He didn't get a chance. Oh, this is genius. I better act quickly. Yeah, following the caller's instructions, Barnett tried to safeguard his money by transferring it to a different account via the Zelle app, which was probably, he probably Zelled that man half his savings. And as I was doing it, there was a little voice that said, "This seems very unorthodox to me. Why would I would be transferring money into another account?" Yes, that little voice wasn't speaking loud enough, buddy. Because that should have been the first voice you listened to before you hit the send button. Because if I did, I probably would have stopped my account. Maybe either I would have stopped my account, or yeah, I would have did that, or I just would have went to cash, pull that shit out cash. Know what I mean? So I could see every last dollar physically. And as I was doing it, there was a little bit. It didn't take long for Barnett to realize what had actually happened. He was the victim of a scam that took half his savings. That's fucked up. Here I was told I was defrauded by a man who was defrauding me. Isn't it ironic? In the guise of helping me, he was defrauding me. Always watch out for that, especially with money. When somebody says that they're gonna protect you and that they're looking out for you, how many times is somebody out for the next man in this world today, which is sad. Called them back a few days after he reported the incident and gave him a full refund. Full shit, Bank of America. Impersonation. What? What? Curse of the guy who can't write. Impersonation scams are not got it back are not uncommon, according to the FBI. In many cases, the fraudster will claim to be from a government or a law enforcement agency. The FBI has some tips for Americans to avoid falling prey to a similar scam. Don't fall for high pressure tactics, which scammers use in order to get you to make a quick decision without thinking things through. Don't pay or move money via prepaid cards or wire transfers. Right? When receiving a call from someone you don't know, ask them to call you back. And before they do, look up the number online to see if it's legitimate. or call a number you know is legitimate to see if anyone there was calling you. Only give financial or personal information out if you initiated contact and are 100% confident you know who you are talking to. Yes, please don't get scammed out there, man. Yo, people work too hard for their fucking money for somebody to just make a phone call and within 20 minutes half his fucking savings are gone. Like that's maddening that there's people out there that's like, yeah, that make a living off of that. But yeah, that being said, don't put cocaine on your face, right? And go for the bananas. Don't go for the honey buns. Yo, if you fucks with Halfcast, holla at me on Twitter at RYEZSHYNE, Rise and Shine, or Halfcast AJ, HALFCAST, Taco Meat 05, TACOMEAT 05 on my Instagram, or you could just reach out to me on Messenger, talk shit. I got time sometimes on Messenger or my page or whatever. 100 and I don't know, maybe 20, 30 some shows. You can listen to my older shows to see how this thing got started on Anchor or Spotify or in a few other places. I love you guys. Keep wearing your mask. I'll talk to y'all very, very soon. Adios.